What's going on, guys? Bengal King here, coming back at you with another video, and today we are doing another rebuild. Today, rebuilding the Cleveland Browns. This is a team with all the talent in the world that just has not been able to put it together. They're easily the worst coached team in football. I don't know, based on the amount of talent they have. Like, there are some teams that are not well coached, that are really in tough shape, like the Redskins, for example, that don't really have any good players. Now, the Browns have a ton of good players. Myles Garrett, even though he tried to take Mason Rudolph's head off with a helmet, it's neither here nor there. We're not going to worry about that. Odell is a beast. Jarvis Landry is a decent player, at least. He's a good number 2, you could say. On the offensive line, Joel Bitonio at left guard is a great player. At running back, Nick Chubb's been great. Baker Mayfield's got a ton of potential. Hasn't played that well this year, but was amazing last year for rookie. And then Olivier Vernon is a good player. Sheldon Richardson, Larry Ogunjobi. These are good players. Denzel Ward, beast. Demarius Randall's played well. They have so many good players, yet they lose a lot of games. They commit a lot of penalties. They're really in a weird situation. So we're just going to take over and probably win the Super Bowl most years. The Browns pretty much do that in simulation anyway. So if we make them even better, I see no reason why that wouldn't continue to happen. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this after a quick word from our sponsor today. So as I mentioned, Audible is the sponsor of today's video. They are an incredibly great company to work with, as they have an unbelievably large collection of audiobooks, so you're bound to find something that you're interested in. For me, I'm a big NFL fan, as many of you know, so football is really the most entertaining thing to me, and I've been listening to NFL 100, an audiobook by Joe Horrigan at the moment, documenting the last century, because the last 100 years of the NFL. It's the NFL's 100th season, so that's been very, very good to listen to lately for me, and I'm sure that you'd be interested in it as well, as you love this content, the football content on this channel. And right now, Audible is offering a fantastic deal. You get your first 3 months for only $6.95 a month. That's more than half off their regular price. You can choose 1 audiobook and 2 Audible originals when you use my code BENGAL on audible.com/Bengal, or text BENGAL to 500-500. Links are in the description. Once again, audible.com/Bengal. Get yourself some free audiobooks. Why not? It's so entertaining. So when we take a look at the team, of course, injuries are off, which is going to make this team at least slightly better. Offensive line is in a tough spot. Joel Bitonio is really good. J.C. Tretter is a decent player. However, outside of that, is not good. Chris Hubbard, bad. Wyatt Teller, bad. Kendall Lamb, I want to say, bad. Like, David Njoku has not really realized his full potential. It's not like Demetrius Harris or Ricky Seals-Jones is anything special. And then at wide receiver, Odell is a beast. Jarvis Landry is a good player. They had to cut Antonio Callaway because that guy cannot get his stuff together at all. What a waste of talent he's been. Rashard Higgins is good. We have they got Tywan Taylor, Damian Ratley, Khalil Hodge. It's a decent group of receivers. Nothing special. They haven't played that well this year, but Baker's kind of been a bit of a letdown. Drew Stanton, Garrett Gilbert is on this team as well. When you look at running back, we're going to start Nick Chubb because he's superstar development. Kareem Hunt is probably going to be player I trade because this is a fantasy-style rebuild, which basically means anything goes. I'm going to trade Kareem Hunt for picks probably, or a good player maybe. He's a running back, so his value is less. But there's no reason to have both of them in Madden Sim. Defensively, we have Mack Wilson, who I think is a beast. He was so good coming out of Alabama, fell in the draft big time, and has played pretty well for the Browns this year. Also have Sione Takitaki, Joe Schobert, who is a Pro Bowler, if that matters to you. Christian Kirksey in here as well. Probably look to trade him if there's value for him. He's 27 years old. He's just not the future of this team. Joe Schobert is probably going to be a player I at least consider trading. Maybe not this year. It depends on contract situations, really. Morgan Burnett is a player I'd like to trade. Demarius Randall is probably a player I would at least consider trading, considering he's 27. It's going to be tough for him to really progress past an 84. And then at cornerback, Denzel Ward's a beast. Greedy Williams is definitely going to play over Terrence Mitchell and TJ Carey. And then on the defensive line, great defensive line with Myles Garrett, Sheldon Richardson, Larry Ogunjobi, and Olivier Vernon. But Olivier Vernon is older. 28 years old. It's going to cost a lot for him to get upgraded, even 1 overall. So it's probably going to be good to just move on from him. So in these fantasy style rebuilds, it's out with the old, in with the new. And if there's one thing that's not leaving this team, it is the beautiful mullet on Jamie Gillen. Because what lettuce on him, that's all I can say. Well, we're going to move on, and we'll see what type of trades we can make. All right, I stopped the simulation at week 8, the last week of the trade deadline. I timed that very well. We're 4-2. Kareem Hunt is an impending free agent, which means he's as good as gone. Demarius Randall, same deal. Joe Schobert, same deal as I feared. So I'm probably going to trade these 3 players. I mean, Schobert could come back, but he's the only one. Kareem Hunt's got to go because Nick Chubb's just, I like him better. And then Demarius Randall, if you weren't 27, maybe we could talk about it, but you are 27, so we can't. All right, we're trading Morgan Burnett and Christian Kirksey for Quentin Nelson. Honestly, I've changed like my tune. It's not like I was like so anti like Quentin Nelson. Like I'm not saying that even at all. There's no reason for me to even just say that, but I'm like Zach Martin's still the best guard in the NFL. I don't think that anymore. I think Quentin Nelson is the best guard in the NFL. Zach Martin's just so good and number 2, but there is nobody, in my opinion, better than Quentin Nelson, and he's only in his 2nd year. Quentin Nelson is incredible, and he's probably going to play tackle for us. I mean, Joe Bitonio has played tackle before. It wasn't great. No, Quentin Nelson's going to play tackle. I don't care. We're going to move Quentin Nelson to left tackle because we need a left tackle. That's kind of the reasoning on that. And then, I don't know, like Kareem Hunt, I have to move. But like, he's a running back. It's not like his value is through the roof. I could use his safety. Like, some of these cap hits annoy me. Like, TJ Carey, are you kidding me? At $9 million. Like, they're just annoying. They're just annoying cap. Like, Olivier Vernon, you annoy me. Like, there's too much money that we're paying some of you guys, and I wish it wasn't the case. Because J.C. Tretter's near $9 million. Like, Chris Hubbard's 7.3. Like, are you joking my ass right now? Trading Chris Hubbard a 3 this year, 3 next year for a first-round pick from the Bengals. That's projected to be quite a good pick, and I anticipate that it will be. The Bengals are not that good. I don't know if you guys watch much football lately. And I want the Dolphins pick too, because the Dolphins are so bad, there's no way they can be good. That's my logic there. Now, what do we give them? Do they want Kareem Hunt? They do. Just take it straight up. All right, they're not down for that, which makes sense, but annoying. This one's going to be somewhat controversial. Kareem Hunt and J.C. Tretter. Speaking of controversy with Kareem Hunt, this is the least controversial thing he's been a part of recently. But Kareem Hunt and J.C. Tretter for a first-round pick from Miami. Now that, gives us a pretty big hole at center, which is fine because there's nobody in free agency that can fill that role. Here's the thing. His cap hit was close to $9 million. He's only an 80 overall, 28 years old. He was going to regress. We did what we had to do. And it's center. It's not like it's a super important position. Oh, I play center and I'm the heart of the team. I'm just saying in the game, relax, okay? You don't have to take offense to that. It's not that serious. However, someone's got to play center. It's not going to be Joel Bitonio. Greg Robinson's an athlete. He'll play some center. And you're like, that's not a good fit for him. You're correct. That's accurate. That's an accurate statement. All right, there we go. Trading Olivier Vernon and a 6th-round pick for Ryan Kelly. So our center problems have been not only alleviated, but we've gotten a way better center than we even had in Ryan Kelly. So that's a great addition to our offensive line. The left side's perfect. And then just defensively, we're missing a great edge rusher. And it's not like Olivier Vernon was even that. Like, he's a decent player, but it's not like anything super special. Now, does that hurt our Super Bowl chances in year 1? Yeah, a little bit for sure. But, and I said I was going to trade Demarius Randall too. Joe Schobert I'm going to re-sign. Maybe like 2-year deal. But he's not going to want to do that. So, it'll be 5 years, and we'll do 4 years, and he's going to be like, hey, but I want more than that. I'll be like, sorry. And then if we trade him, we'll just bite. Yeah, he wants more time. It's like the opposite of a convict. Demarius Randall, I just don't want to re-sign him. But again, I feel like I'm going to have to. 3 years isn't that bad. He wants better salary. Gee, no one's agreeable anymore. It's the worst. Playoff time. We made the playoffs. We finished 10-6. The Ravens went 12-4. Oh, yeah. Lamar Jackson's going to be a problem. I think that goes without saying. The Ravens have been great this year in real life, and it's no different in game. We finished 13th in offensive yards, 4th in defensive yards, so that's awesome. Show me points allowed. 13th in points scored, and we were Still an amazing defense. The best defense, arguably. Baker Mayfield, a decent year. Not much improvement on last year, which you don't like to see. Nick Chubb was still good, but we need to maybe get him a little bit more involved. Odell had a good year in terms of catches and yards. Only 5 touchdowns is a little bit disappointing, not going to lie to you. And then defensively, Joe Schobert had a great year. Potential Defensive Player of the Year numbers. Sheldon Richardson was awesome as well. Myles Garrett was awesome. The beast out of Charlotte, Larry Ogunjobi, with 11 sacks. 3 picks for Terrence Mitchell. I don't know how that's a thing. I don't know how that's a thing at all. Any defensive touchdowns? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Maybe we'll win an award. Maybe Joe Schobert for Defensive Player of the Year as Aaron Rodgers wins MVP. Look at Mitch Trubisky try his all best. That's cute. I am the Browns, so AFC Offensive Player of the Year is Patrick Mahomes. Baker Mayfield at 10. Myles Jack, Defensive Player of the Year. Joe Schobert is not in here, but Myles Garrett is in there at number 6. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Josh Jacobs. No Browns. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Josh Allen, with Mack Wilson at number 7. Would have been nice to see him win that, but wasn't to be, unfortunately. So this will be the team for this first year of the playoffs. It looks all right. It's not amazing, but it looks all right. That's about the best compliment you could pay this team. Linebacking core could be better. Secondary could be better, but it's not bad. Some guys are progressing, like Myles Garrett, to an unbelievable level. Denzel Ward, same deal. Greedy Williams' star development has been revealed. It's not too bad, but we'll see if we can beat the Colts. 10-6. I'm not going to jump in. It's the first year, so like, who cares? And we do. We beat them by 3, 27-24. And the Broncos went 14-2. What is their overall? Because I don't believe that should be possible. 81. They went 14-2. They have Andrew Luck. That's the reason. They have Andrew Luck, and they're going to eliminate us from the playoffs, and our season is over. Knew it. Lost by 10. What are we going to do? They signed Andrew Luck because the game is stupid. Get him out of franchise. He retired. Get him out of here. Packers, Patriots, Super Bowl. Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. That's sick. But, Demarius Randall, I should have traded him. Why did I not? Because I thought we could win the Super Bowl with him. I can't. I can't because I'm going to watch him. Like, I'd sign him to a 1-year deal. That's the most I would do. And I'll make it big. Big money. $11 million. He re-signs. All right. He's going to get traded. Joe Schobert can have an extension. He wants 5 years, though. So, like, I guess we're locked in on Joe Schobert for a while. So he returns. And then the rest, I don't need Rashard Higgins or Eric Murray or, I said Khalil Hodge earlier. Kadaro, my bad. Khalil Hodge was a linebacker that went to Buffalo. That's just hitting me right now. So I already know. It's like, his name's Kadaro. Blah. Shut up, okay? It's Khalil now. That's what I'm calling him. Chris Jones is here. Austin Hooper, Kendall Fuller. We don't really have a ton of money. And we don't really have a ton of needs either. So Yannick Ngakoue would be a good addition. What does he want? It's never all that much. I mean, I would sign him to a big deal if he wants this. 93 total points. I'm not really going to go much above that because we're in a tough cap situation as it is. He's probably not going to sign, which is fine. And then we'll just look to improve in the draft. We have a lot of picks. I know that's eating up a lot of our money, but that's fine because we're going to draft some studs. Yannick Ngakoue rejects, which is cool, and it's draft time. All right, we pick at number 1 and number 2. So, in theory, we can really have whoever we want. It just depends what the board looks like. Because what positions do we need? Let's think about it. We need right guard and right tackle. We could use wide receiver, honestly. Quarterback, running back, fine. And then defensively, we need safety. We need still safety. As Mack Wilson gets star development, that's cool to see. We need maybe a defensive tackle with Sheldon Richardson regressing. And we need edge. And still maybe corner. So, I mean, we're basically just drafting defense here. With an emphasis on the secondary, I would say. Logan Allen out of Wisconsin. Really white name. Really white school. Really white face. White size. 5'11", 197. White abilities. Look at his route running. But he skipped the combine. He's got a little edge to him, little baller, a little, hey, Roger Goodell, up yours. I'm not doing it. So I'm interested. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, so the Raiders are offering us so much to move back from 1 to 5, so I'm doing it. We're picking up number 5 overall, a first rounder next year, and number 29 overall this year. I'm in. So the Raiders get the number 1 overall pick. I don't care who they take. It doesn't matter to me. They go with Michael Owens, a cornerback out of Oklahoma. And I'm going to take a linebacker. His name is Terrence Cook out of Louisville. And maybe he's friends with Lamar Jackson, because they both go to Louisville. I don't know. Or went. He's 6'5", 238. That's giant for a linebacker. He's also old. 24, whatever. He's good. He's a 76 overall, star or better development. Number 5 in the class. We take him at number 2. He is old. That's like pretty upsetting, actually. But he's good. So he'll play left outside linebacker for us. He's a good player. We're going to take Logan Allen just because I think he's going to be really good. Welcome to the team. 77 overall, ranked at number 3 in the class, star or better development. 93 speed, 85 medium route running. Amazing agility, good spin, ball carrier vision. He is a hard worker, kind of one of those first guys in, last guys out type of deal. He's got sneaky speed, real tough guy, competitor. He's got an edge to him. We'll simulate to number 25 overall, see what's available. There goes Logan Samuel. It's, I guess they're cousins with the same name. All right, with this pick, we're going to take a backup running back. Kenyon Pugh out of Baylor. Looks to be very, very good. Like, he looks to be a stud. A little bit old again at 23, but he looks amazing. So we're going to take him to back up Nick Chubb. Number 7 overall in the class, star or better development. I would way rather have him than Kareem Hunt. And it's like Kareem Hunt's better, but for backup running backs, you don't want someone, nice spin move by the way, you don't want someone that's amazing, because then like the numbers are so weird and it doesn't make any sense. And I know it's like that's backwards logic, and you're right to a degree, but I'd rather have him develop him. It's also more fun, as I'm not going to take this pick here at number 29 overall. See if I can get a first rounder next year for it. I'll make some calls, see what we can do. All right, we're trading number 29 overall, a 6th rounder next year, a 7th rounder next year, or no, all this year, never mind, for a first rounder next year from the Vikings. All that pick needs to be is higher than number 29 overall, which there's a pretty high percentage chance that it's going to be for that to be a good trade for us. So let's simulate to the end of the second round, see who's there. We've had a great draft so far. It doesn't really matter to me at this point. We'll take another receiver here, Tevin Smith out of Washington. Not to be confused with Telvin Smith. He's number 17 in the class, star or better development. Our receiving core is revamped and awesome. Now, he doesn't run a route, but he does go up and catch the football. Good catch in traffic, good spectacular catch, good release, good speed. He's kind of like a DK Metcalf type, 6'3", 225. Yeah, this is DK Metcalf. Trading a 4, 5, and a 7 for a 3rd next year from the Bears. Big moves, and that is the end of the draft. So Allen was the 2nd highest overall player in the class. The first guy was someone that I really considered taking just because how good I thought he was. Anthony Riddle out of Auburn, 6'6", 250, 86 speed. Again, not a guy that really cares about route running or blocking, but he catches the ball pretty well. And I bet his development is superstar. And it is star. All right, he sucks. F that guy. But no, we did pretty well. I'm not going to check any of my developments, obviously. Just, it's more fun when you don't. And it's not like I got to wait a long time. I got to wait. This is how long I got to wait. I'll see you guys at the midseason mark, and then I'm there. And then I get to know. But Pew there, we have, like, Taylor. Like, Taiwan Taylor, get out of here. We got 2 other receivers that I want to play way more than you now. And I don't even want Jarvis Landry anymore. That's how much I don't care about Taiwan Taylor. Defensively, Cook is going to play left outside linebacker. I'm burping a lot right now, and I'm trying to hide it. I'm not doing a great job. He's going to play left outside linebacker and go up to a 79 overall, I think, from what I saw. Am I right? I am. 79 overall. And still need a safety. We have Chad Thomas at left end. We didn't really improve that position, huh? There's only so much you can do. I'm not just going to draft, oh, he plays the position, so we'll play him. I'm going to take the best players I can. But the team does look pretty good. Kicker and punter could be better, admittedly. And then specialist like Allen, of course he's a slot guy. Are you surprised? I'm not. Cook's going to be my sub linebacker. just because I want him to play a lot. Sione Takitaki is going to be a rush end because we don't know how to play players at positions that work for them. But we're going to spend some Coach XP and see you guys at the mid-season mark. It's going to be wide receiver. All right, I stopped the simulation at week 8. We are 4-3, currently competing for the AFC North lead. Ravens, after a week 7 win over us, have a slight lead on us. Myles Garrett is an impending free agent. He's someone that needs to come back for sure. And Ryan Kelly, Tamarius Randall's here. I'm trading him right now. I'm not waiting on it. Larry Ogunjobi, I'm bringing back. I can't not. And then Taywan Taylor, goodbye. Terrence Mitchell, later, skater. All right, so we are trading Tamarius Randall and a 4th-round pick for Brandon Scherf, continuing to improve our offensive line. And maybe I play him at right tackle. I don't know. For right now, he'll stay at right guard just because, like, it doesn't really make much of a difference either way. At this point, I'd rather play him at his position than anything else. And then defensively, like, yeah, Sheldrick Redwine is not exactly an ideal candidate to play free safety for us and start. He was a captain at Miami, but that doesn't matter. I don't care. That's a fun fact that no one needed to know or cared about. But, yeah, I'm going to bring back Myles Garrett. And others probably. So pretty much everyone's like, nah, I'm not going to sign a contract. I want more money. Everyone was like that. Like Ogunjobi, Njoku, Myles Garrett. The only one that accepted was Ryan Kelly. So Garrett's going to want a bigger contract. We'll give him 122 over 6. He resigns. David Njoku. It all comes down to offering them more years, which kind of locks you up a little bit, but they do accept with. He's not interested in signing. Are you kidding me? I get 2 attempts and then you're like, fuck you. Okay. Larry Ogunjobi, please resign. He's back. Njoku's pissing me off. I wish I would have drafted that tight end. Playoff time, we made it. Wild card as we go 11-5. 11-5 is a wild card team when we win the division? Okay. We'll check out the stats. As we had the 4th best offense in terms of yards. Baker had a great year in terms of passing yards, but passing touchdowns could be a bit higher. I assume a lot of those went to Nick Chubb, but good year from Baker rushing Nick Chubb. 19 touchdowns. Pugh had 13 as a rookie. Could be rookie of the year numbers. Offensively, could be. Receiving yards, Odell had a great year. Again, not a lot of touchdowns. Njoku had the exact same number of yards as rookie Logan Allen. Only had 6 TDs, but defensively, Joe Schobert, another really, really good year for him. Tackles for loss, 18 from Shelton Richardson. Myles Garrett had 17 sacks. No one else was even over 7, but good numbers regardless. We didn't really force a whole lot of turnovers, no interceptions really. Well, as Mariota wins MVP with the Chargers, I don't want to be here. Trubisky at number 2. What team are the Browns? AFC Offensive Player of the Year. We go to Mariota. Nick Chubb at 10. Oh, hold on. We had Baker Mayfield at 5. Defense Player of the Year, Patrick Owasso with the Bengals, who go 4-11-1. Myles Garrett at 3. Joe Schobert at 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Walt Foster. Kenyon Pugh at number 2. Logan Allen at 3. Logan Allen. Why does that name sound so familiar? Logan Allen. Is that a punter? No, Logan Allen is the Padres pitcher that debuted last year. Okay. I remember him vaguely. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Michael Owens, though, who also is a name that I know. I want to say that's like Michael Owens. I want to say he's like an English striker, a.k.a. a soccer player. Michael Owens. Michael Owen. Whatever. We got Terrence Cook finishing at number 2 for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Just couldn't manage to win it. So this is the upgraded team for the playoffs. 88 overall. Defense still has a long way to go, but we kind of dismantled it a bit. Offense is awesome. Now, Allen, unfortunately, only has star. That's disappointing. We still don't know Pugh or Smith. But based on their development traits, we might make some moves. I don't know. Cook also only has star. That's disappointing. But is this team capable of a Super Bowl appearance? We will see. We got to beat the Jags in the wild card. A lot of games to win, and we do. 28-24, another real close one, as now the Patriots in the divisional for a shot at the AFC Championship and then eventual Super Bowl, and we crush them 27-3. And now it is the 10-6 Ravens that also snuck into the playoffs as a wild card team, even though we were 11-5. We meet up, same division, same goal in the AFC Championship. for the Super Bowl. We are losers, and it's a Super Bowl rematch. Ravens, Giants in Super Bowl 55 as we come up short again. Very disappointing, but there is the free agency to make this team better. Is there anyone we need to bring back? Like, just, we could franchise tag David Njoku, but it's only 11 mil. I mean, just tight ends don't get paid that much, so we're going to franchise tag David Njoku. The rest can walk. I want to see the development traits of the other players on this team. Like, the wide receiver might have superstar or something like that. He doesn't. He also only has star. Quentin Nelson's up to a 99 overall. And then defensively, was I waiting on anybody? Ooh, Cook goes up to superstar. That is awesome. So it's basically like we drafted him with superstar, almost. And then offensively, Pugh also has superstar. Did he get that, or did we draft him with that? So we drafted him with superstar development. So very interesting backup running back for us now. It doesn't really change things for me that much, but it is cool, I guess. And I mean, I don't know. That's all it is cool. Jamal Adams is in free agency. Do we have the money to sign him? Unlike Keanu Neal, actually might be better bang for our buck for sure. I definitely want one of these guys. Now, Keanu Neal is a little bit older. Is going to be... Is he even cheaper? 10 bit over 2? I mean, I think slightly. Here's the thing. I mean, Superstar X Factor just might be more valuable to me. Cost him $14K to get upgraded. Cost Jamal Adams $14K. I think I would rather have Keanu Neal. Now, he is worse by like 6 overall points. So if we're paying the money, we might as well just go for Jamal Adams. I don't even think we can afford either. That's the big problem right now. So if we offer that, how many points is that? 72? That's probably not good enough to get him, but he's our best bet. Because I don't think we have a shot at Jamal Adams. So if he signs, he signs. If not, we're going to try and make some space. And he signs. Keanu Neal accepts the contract. What a huge get for this Browns team. And we are now cooking with gas. Keanu Neal, great addition to the team. Linebacking core is great. Defensive line just needs an edge, and we need a safety. So edge, safety, potentially cornerback, and right tackle. Other than that, the team is sick. So we pick at number 1 overall and number 3 overall. We've got some really, really high picks again. We should be able to make some damage happen. Jawan Patterson's more of a 3-4 defensive end. Does look to be quite good, though. Just maybe not the guy for us. Thurman Foreman? He looks like he's okay. William Leach might be a better athlete. He's not really. Kind of disappointing on those cornerbacks, even though they're ranked so high. Now, this isn't funny, but this guy's entire name sounds like a motto the city of London would take after a horrible event. And that's not funny. So don't laugh if you're watching this. London Strong is not something to joke about. But it is his name, and why not bring it up? So I'm in between 2 players right now. I have the number 1 overall pick. I'm probably not going to take it. I'm probably going to trade back. But I'm in between Core and Roper. That's a very distinct thing you need to read. That's an O and not a different vowel. It's Core and Roper. Now, he's pretty good. He looks solid, but I don't like to see hit power inside the top 3. And then there's this guy, Kendrick Hobbs, who doesn't have hit power in the top 3. A- finesse moves, A- tackle, B+ pursuit. Also looks like a beast. Better combine. I think I talked myself into it, honestly. I'm going to trade down from this spot. We're going to take that other edge rusher at number 3 probably, and we'll see what kind of offer I get for the number 1 overall pick. Could trade interdivisionally. See that, I mean, that feels like the best offer. We trade down to number 5, also pick up a first next year and a second this year, or pick up a 1 next year. That's probably gonna be a really high pick, but the Steelers are gonna suck in the division. We're gonna do an interdivisional trade. Steelers can take whoever at number 1. I don't care. They take William Leach, who's a 75 overall. Bengals take Thurman Foreman, and so I mean, our guy's still on the board. I mean, both guys are, obviously, but I don't want to take Roper, so I'm probably going to trade down from number 3, and I highly anticipate the other guy being available at number 5. So what can we trade here? I mean, there's no reason to do a lot of these. The Oilers are a team now. I'm going to trade. Who is that? Is that the Chargers maybe? That's getting a number 24 this year, a first rounder next year, a third rounder next year. Or would I rather have? I mean, the Colts are offering us basically the same thing. I'm gonna do the trade with the Oilers. Why not? Oilers are on the clock just because that's funny to see. They go ahead and take Jawan Patterson, and the Lions take Corin Roper. He's a 79 overall. That's so good. That's so good. That would have been a nice draft pick. I'm going to go with Kendrick Hobbs, though, out of Arkansas. I think he'll be... I mean, I thought he was going to be better just based off top skills. So kind of surprising to me that... he also was a 79 overall. Okay. It's just a stacked draft class. Star better development. Number 2 in the class. We took him at number 5. 79 overall. Great speed, finesse moves, great strength. Just an absolute beast. Perfect left end. Perfect... bookend next to Myles Garrett. That is a crazy good draft pick. Trading number 29 overall, a 2 this year and a 2 next year for number 16. Moving up just a little bit in the draft here. I say like 10 picks or so. We still have number 24 overall. So we're moving up a pretty significant way, half the draft, just so I can make sure this cornerback doesn't go anywhere else. And then Malik Wise looks decent because of his high awareness, but I think that Kevin Lynch is going to be the better cornerback of all of them. So welcome to the Browns. Kevin Lynch could be a safety for us, maybe 76 overall, number 5 in the class. We took him at number 16. Again, star or better development, 94 speed, great zone coverage. Tackle is a little bit low, but good agility, good acceleration, good jumping. Hit power's like kind of high, block shed's low. Maybe he's not a safety, but I could easily see him playing that role. He's 214 pounds at 6'1". I mean, that's not out of the question that we could move him back there. Just playing our options, seeing what happens. Let's go with Sherrod Cloud here at the end of the first round. Out of Texas A&M, good offensive guard. He is a 75 overall, star or better development, top 10. Number 9 in the class. We took him at number 24. He'll probably play pass blocker. I mean, what's his size? 6'3". He's probably going to play guard. I might move like Scherf or somebody. We need a right tackle because we just drafted a really good guard there. Really good guard. But we don't really need a guard so much as we need a tackle. So maybe Scherf will move. I'm not sure yet. All right, we're trading a second rounder this year for a second rounder next year from the Houston Texans. Let's just hope they suck. We're also picking up a 7th rounder. Like, that matters. We have a ton of picks next year, too. We've really just garnered so much draft capital, and we've really used it to build this team up because I feel like after these draft picks this year in 2021, our team is going to be so good. And I'm going to trade down again because there's just nobody I want in the draft. I'll take a 3rd rounder next year from the Chicago Bears. And that'll be the draft. The CPU took a 71 overall guard. Good for them. He's not going to play, but one of their better draft picks for sure. Now we'll check out the top of the draft here. So we had the joint highest overall player in the class at 79. And then there were 2 77s, and we had 76 and then a couple 75s or whatever. But Corin Roper, this is what's really going to do it for me, is because I want to know just how good he is. Because on the surface, we got the more athletic player, but Corin Roper is the more powerful guy. I just want to know his development trait because that's really going to determine like who's the best player, star. So no matter what, I'm happy with my selection. Just because he has star development, it's not like we're missing out on a superstar or superstar X Factor. Star is like the lowest good one you can even get because normal is like, ugh, so disgusting. So we probably drafted an absolute stud. He might not have superstar or superstar X Factor, but he has at least star too. So they're about the same. I can be comfortable in my decision that we made a good decision. So Brandon Scherf at 6'5", 320. Definitely has a frame that can be pushed outside. Play right tackle, at least in our franchise. So Brandon Scherf moves to right tackle. Our offensive line is fantastic. Why would Wyatt Teller play over Cloud? No way. We do need to create some cap space. We're just going to cut Wyatt Teller. Could we have traded him? Yeah. No, we definitely could have, but it doesn't bother me. We're not going to get a ton of value. We've got a lot of potential with Lynch, who is going to move back to free safety, just because I feel like it's a better fit for him. Like, he's a zone and slot style corner before a man corner. And, like, cornerbacks play some man coverage. We have 2 good cornerbacks already. Who moved back to free safety? I think that'll be a really, really good natural fit. He's a 76 overall. We got a Hobbs at left end. We've got a bunch of really, really good players that make me excited about this team, not only this year, but next year and, you know, all through the future of this rebuild as well. Lynch is going to play. I mean, TJ Carey's terrible. But who else will we have at free safety? Sheldrick Redwine? That's actually fine, I guess. Hobbs at right rush end. Myles Garrett at at rush left end. And we will simulate to the midseason mark. I'm going to spend my coach XP if we can on, I don't know, quarterback probably. And I will see you guys at the midseason mark. I expect this team to be really, really good. Midseason mark. We are 5-2-1, so doing pretty well. Quentin Nelson's an impending free agent. We'll upgrade our team, which, I mean, they're doing quite well. I'm excited to see overalls. Based on all the guys that we had starting, we should know we had at least one superstar or better player based on that new ability unlocking at 80 overall. So Cloud is star. No one on offense. And then defensively, Hobbs is only star. Lynch is only star. So we got a superstar ability for a player we drafted previously. Blech. I think it was for Pew. Gross. All-star draft picks. I mean, that's not terrible, obviously. It's just the potential was so much greater, and we just did not meet it. But let's go ahead and re-sign some players. We have a bunch of studs. It's going to be so expensive with Baker, and it's not like we can let Baker Mayfield go. We're so screwed for money. This is so bad. Baker wants even more money, too. There's no way Sheldon Richardson's going to be able to come back. We're just not going to have the money for it, and he's 30. We are so screwed. Oh, Nick Chubb might have to walk. That sucks. David Njoku's not expensive, so I think we'll be able to bring him back pretty easily. Yeah, he returns, and he's a good player too. But we still need to bring back Baker. We definitely need to bring back Quentin Nelson. But again, we are not in a good financial situation at all. And he wants a better bonus. Okay, hopefully the salary cap is factoring in what we already offered Baker. If it's not, we're in deep trouble. We are in such a bad situation. We really are. So Baker returns. I don't think we're going to have the money to sign Nick Chubb. I mean, maybe we will. It's going to be cutting it really close, though. Better bonus? I just boosted it, Quentin. All right, Quentin Nelson's back. Nick Chubb, we could swing. We could, because it's not expensive. This is a cheap contract for his ability if he wants to re-sign. All right, Nick Chubb's back. I mean, that was easy. That was not even expensive at all. Jamie Gillen is... I can't say no to the mullet. I really can't. We don't really have a ton of money to get this done. But, yeah, we don't have the salary cap room for that. So I actually do think it was a bad decision to extend Nick Chubb. Because it's $5 million that we don't have for more important positions. And he's an important player. Just like we have a good backup running back. That would give us certainly another year to work with where we wouldn't really have to worry about finances. So, I mean, like, he's such a good player, though. I mean, that's like hit or miss. I feel like you could go either way. We did not make the playoffs. Are you kidding me? We went 8-7-1. Second best offense in terms of yards. We had a top 10 defense in terms of yards. What about our offense for scoring? Top 10 still. What about defensively? Dead last. Explain that one to me. Baker, I mean, he had a good year. Nick Chubb had a good year. Pugh had a good year, at least for his role. Receiving, Odell had a good year. Logan Allen had 10 touchdowns. Hey, it's not bad. These are not terrible numbers. And then defensively, I mean, Terrence Cook, what a year. 14 tackles for loss. 11 sacks for Sheldon Richardson. 13.5 for Myles Garrett. Hobbs had 8.5 as a rookie. Kevin Lynch with 1. We're not forcing turnovers. It might be time to change the defensive playbook. I feel like our offense is still really good as Mahomes went to MVP of the 8-7-1 Chiefs. But Baker at number 9, by the way. Our defense is just not playing as well as we need them to. And it's so strange because they were number 1 just last year. Shazier wins Defensive Player of the Year with the Patriots. Yeah, he faked the brutal neck injury so he could go to the Patriots, win Super Bowls, and apparently Defensive Player of the Year. Myles Garrett at 7. Offensive Rookie of the Year. We don't even, I don't even know what team the Oilers are. I think it's the Chargers because the Chargers always move. Defensive Rookie of the Year. We don't get it. Kevin Lynch at 3. Kendrick Hobbs at 6. This was just a bad year for us. What happened? Yeah, Sheldon Richardson's regressing. We're going to have to let him walk. Do we have money for a punter? Yeah, still no. So we can definitely create the space. So I'm going to do that just to bring him back. You know who's a big pain that's definitely contributing to this? Is TJ Carey's dumbass. Like, this contract is so huge for someone that is absolutely terrible. Goodbye, TJ Carey. I should have cut you in year 1. So it's not going to count the cap we just cleared in this area for some reason, which is weird because we should have money in free agency now. I guess we can re-sign him. Negative 18.5? How does that work? I'm legitimately super confused because it's not like we have like 18.5 mil for the rookie reserve for our draft picks, unless that shows up in an area that I'm not seeing. I don't know. Negative 19 mil? Like, how is that the case? I'm so confused. How are we even allowed to re-sign players then? Pick at number 13 overall. What position do I need to improve? Kicker and punter, maybe. That's true. Baker is superstar development, finally. Our offensive line's great. Receivers, great. Defensively, defensive tackle. Oh, and Lynch is superstar dev now. Linebackers are great. Joe Schobert is superstar dev now. How am I missing all these? I looked at it, I'm like, what's new? And like a lot of it was. All right, number 13 overall. I'm going to be drafting a defensive tackle more than likely. I haven't really even looked at the class. Tobias Jennings looks pretty solid in terms of top skills, but I don't need an outside linebacker. I'm going to take Carl Goodson out of South Carolina. Welcome to the Browns, 75 overall. Number 5 in the class at number 75. That's a little bit disappointing for this class. But he does have star or better development. He's going to start right away. We need him to because Sheldon Richardson's gone. But what do we do with number 19 and 20? Probably not going to draft anybody. I'll take a look at the rest of the draft class and see what's there. Josh Dent looks like he could be pretty good, but we don't need a running back. All right, back to back. I'm going to go with a receiver, Gordon Lewis, just because he looks really good and could eventually replace when we don't have to re-sign guys. He's number 3 in the class at number 75 overall. Really? Number 3. Okay. He's got star better development. He's 75 overall. It's not like he's amazing. He's not. This is a really, and I can't use enough reallys here. This is a really weak draft class. We'll go back-to-back with a safety. Tay Baggs out of Alabama. I like the last name for some reason. He's number 4 in the class. Normal dev, unfortunately. This is one of the weakest draft classes I've ever seen. I'm honestly done here. This is second round. CPU can draft whoever. I think I had a guys in my draft board, so they should take some pretty good players still. But, wow. I'm, like, in shock about how bad that was. So we drafted 375 overalls. I need to see if there was, like, one stud at the top of the class. 79 overall was number 6. Only normal dev, though. What a weird class, dude. Then a 76 and then just straight 75s. There were so many 75 overalls. What a weird draft class. One of the weirder ones I've seen, honestly. And not in a good way. Okay, so the CPU drafted some of the guys I had on my draft board. This was not one of them. Kenya Lynch. Star development or better. You got to assume it's not going to be superstar. But then like this guy even too that I had on my draft board. Davon Thomas. 74 overall, star better development. He might have been the pick at the top of the second round. Like that's pretty interesting, I guess. He's not going to play that much probably, but not too bad. And I'm moving up this receiver that we don't know about to number 4, just because like it doesn't make sense to re-sign a guy like Smith. Logan Allen can when the time comes, but it doesn't make sense to re-sign Smith when we have so many good receivers now. And that's why I took when you're like, why would you take a receiver? You have 6 receivers. It's like, but yeah, but we're not going to be able to re-sign all of them, especially with our financial situation. We'll do running back for the training boost. I'm not sure if this is the final season or the second to last season, but we'll simulate to the midseason mark regardless and hope that we actually make the playoffs this year. Yeah, 6-2 at the midseason mark. Much better. Brandon Scherf is an impending free agent. I'm going to be very interested to know what type of money we're dealing with because I don't think we're going to be in a great spot. We're paying a lot of guys a lot of money because there are a lot of studs on this team. Odell might be an impending free agent. We still don't know Lewis's development. He's probably not playing very much. He really isn't. But who knows? Maybe it's Superstar. Maybe it's Superstar X Factor. Still don't know the development traits of these guys either. Still don't even know Goodson. And he's starting. He's one game away from us knowing it. So, is Odell going to be here? I hope not. No, he's not. It's just, okay. Jarvis Landry, it makes no sense to re-sign him, by the way. He's going to probably asking for like 8, 9 mil. 8, pretty much. Over 3. No way. Sheldrick Redwine? No way. Austin Seibert? No way. Mack Wilson, Greedy Williams? Yes. Joel Bitonio? Yes, still. Even though he didn't develop. And Brandon Scherf? Yes. Are these guys regressing? I think they were. We're not going to be able to see it here, but they definitely were. We don't have a lot of money for this. Scherf needs better salary. Dude, these Browns players are super not agreeable. Don't really have money for Joel Bitonio. Oh my goodness. We have no money. Greedy needs to come back. Is he being greedy? No, he's actually agreeable. Ironic. Mack Wilson needs more money. We have no money. We are in such a bad shape financially. Such a bad situation. I'm not really even sure what we do about it because, like, it sucks when you have to pay a quarterback so much. It really does. I'm going to cut Jarvis Landry right now. And I know he's an 84 overall. Yeah, he's going to turn 30, and it saves me 15 mil. So, goodbye, Jarvis Landry. Sorry. Not sorry. Our receiving core is still awesome. It's like the only cut I could make to save money was Jarvis Landry, and I think it was a good cut. I do. I think it was a good cut. But does that mean we're going to have enough money to re-sign all the players that we need to? Still unlikely. It really is. Mack Wilson, I would say, is a priority over some of the offensive linemen. He still wants more money. I don't even know like where we are in that contract at all because like it kind of reset because of my financial situation. We're 92 offense, 89 defense. I just I don't know, man. I need to know some of these development traits. That's what I need. Defensively, only star. Still don't know the outside linebackers. So we're 7-2. I went week by week just because like I need to figure out how to bring some of these guys back. Like the financial side keeps changing. His cap is going to have to be way more than that. It's going to have to be like it's going to have to be something like this probably. And even he might not accept that. Yeah, he wants to go free agency. Well, I don't know how much money to offer you because I don't know where it started. Scherf and Bitonio. I mean, like, I'd rather bring back Brandon Scherf just because he's a higher overall and they're both 30. So, I mean, he should be re-signing at this contract for sure. He returns. Again, I don't know what to do with Mack Wilson. And, like, I'll offer Joel Bitonio a contract. Whether he accepts or not, I would doubt it. We still don't even have the money for it. He's going to want more bonus, but he's also going to want more salary. He wants a better salary. We're in a tough situation. We're trying to make it work. I don't think it's going to. We'll simulate to the playoffs. So we got a first round bye. 14-2. Team crushed it. Best offense in the NFL. I didn't even change the defense. I should have changed the defense, but we went 14-2, so I guess it didn't matter. 7th best offense in terms of yards allowed. We scored the most points in the NFL, so they should have a lot of touchdowns. And we had the best defense in the NFL in terms of points allowed as well. So, all right, guess it was cool we didn't change anything. Baker had an unbelievable year. Rushing Nick Chubb was awesome. Pugh was awesome as well. Just yards per carry is not there. Odell had an unbelievable year. Logan Allen was awesome. David Njoku was really good. Kenyon Pugh as a receiver was also pretty solid. And then defensively, I'd love to see high sack totals. Myles Garrett at 19. Kendrick Hobbs only at 6. Interceptions 5 for Sheldrick Redwine. Really. Maybe that's a development trade upgrade. He's a free agent, though. So, I don't know what that means for us. It means that this is probably going to be the final season. And you're like, oh, but this Baker finishes in 2 for MVP. You're like, oh, but like we don't see how you manage the finances. That's fine. I clearly didn't do a good job this episode. As I usually do. This is never usually a problem. Unless like it starts off that way. And there are a lot of big contracts on this team. I wanted to bring everybody back, but I think we get a good job for the most part. Myles Garrett finished at 2 as once again goes to Ryan Shazier. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Charles Toon. Gordon Lewis at 4, even though he didn't really play. And the Defensive Rookie of the Year, Dwight Bayer. Carl Goodson at 2. Was he the outside linebacker or the defensive tackle? Bags. No, Thomas was the outside linebacker. I'm interested to see some of these development traits. I really am. That's like the thing I care the most about in the entire world, which is a problem probably. 91 overall, 92 offense, 91 defense. What are the development traits? We still don't know Lewis. Are we joking here? How do we still not know? Tell me. I want to know. Defensively, oh my lord. Thomas has superstar X Factor. Fuck Mack Wilson. We should just have Davon Thomas. Is he more of an edge rusher or is he more of a off-the-ball guy? Oh, he's a defensive end for us. Well, okay then. Superstar X Factor's pretty sick, and I didn't even draft him. The CPU did it for me. I had him on my board, but would I have taken him? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. That is an interesting development. CPU drafted a superstar X Factor. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump in here into the divisional round. Do some super sim action. We are a 91 overall. Colts are an 85 overall, so not bad, but like not on our level. Close game so far, 14 all as the Colts take the lead going into the half. Let's just keep scoring. There we go, 28-17, 35-17. That should be enough here in the fourth quarter. Just simply won't be enough time, and we continue to pour it on in a big way. 42-17 as the snow comes down at First Energy here in Cleveland, Ohio. Crush the Colts, and we're going to the AFC Championship. And it's the Dolphins. The 10-5-1 Dolphins here in the AFC Championship. Wow. All right. We'll hop in. 85 overall Dolphins to our 91 overall. Let's see if we can shut them down. Oh, they got the money badger. We're screwed. It's already 10-0. We have home field advantage too. It's a beautiful day here at First Energy here. But we are not doing that hot. 17-17. I mean, it's anybody's game. And that is a great stop on the goal line. 2:43 to go. We're hopping in. Oh, it's 4th and 4. You know, we're going to take the field goal. We'll take the field goal and play some defense. Try to shut it down. 20-17 Browns. Oh, it's a screen. Joe Schobert, I'd love for you to shut that down. He doesn't. Keanu Neal eventually wraps him up, but the Dolphins are entering field goal territory, field goal range, in enemy territory, I should say. I don't think there's any way we stop him. I need to use your pick here. I need a big turnover. How is that? Is that a touchdown? Yeah. They threw at me, and apparently that was out of reach. I guess I played too underneath that route. That's my bad. It's a receiving touchdown for Josh Reynolds. Wow. And it's going to be upheld. We got 47 seconds, 3 timeouts to score a touchdown and win the game. All right, 1st and 10. Let's get it going here. We got Baker Mayfield. Let's roll out here. Maybe had triangle. I think we still do. We have a ton of time. Where are you going with the ball? Why would that be led that way when I'm pushing up especially? He was wide open. He's like, let's throw towards coverage. That doesn't make any sense. All right, we're in Gun Monster. Is this a time? I don't think this is the time to try this out. It's too late. What am I doing out here? They blitzed. I mean, that's wide open, I guess. I didn't really want to throw it. That's why I waited so long. I have 18 seconds to go half the length of the field. Oh, dude, they're blitzing. This is bad news. David Njoku on a drag. That's going to be my first look. And it's open. Oh, my God. Baker threw pressure inaccurate, and that's actually crazy. I had it wide open. And he's like, eh, and then throws it so far away. That is so stupid. I threw the ball so quickly, too. Pressure was not there. How far away was it that pressure triggered? Come on. What is his throw under pressure rating, too? That is, I know I hate to complain like this in the video, but, like, I don't really. Baker Mayfield is a 90 overall. Superstar development. His throw under pressure is a 92. I can't even, I'm off the game. That's going to do it for this video, guys. This is the final team, 91 overall. Really, really good team, really fun team. Baker Mayfield got up to Superstar X Factor. I don't even want to look at you. How could you do that to me? And also, this was really the story of the video for me. It happened at the very last, but the CPU drafted a Superstar X Factor, Davon Thomas. This might be a fun rebuild to revisit somewhere down the line, but that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.
We'll fake it.